One dose solves any problem.
Let's roll some priest.
Let's cause some trouble.
Okay, I haven't played any of these. Well, some of you guys wanted hunter and some of you guys wanted warrior, and we've got shaman in chat. So I guess that's all three. Y'all want some hunter, perfecto. Punter. Oh, there is Basaleph. Basaleph could be interesting, right? I think so. Basaleph actually leans towards a tempo plan as well. No, that's why I said the line thing, Tel. I'm gonna try Basaleph. I think these are all solid in their own way. Let's try Basaleph. Yeah, Shanks! Wagwan. I didn't know, Sev. All the priest ones, basically, I would say Aimplex. The 3-4 is probably the most consistent Nox, but Basaleph will be the best one if you get a good deck that makes for it. They faced each other. I pulled up the PC early yesterday. These are really not it. Hey, Xeno. Yeah, I mean, let's hope to not face, triple malignant, triple priest, dragon, priest location, double bone guard commander at 2 and 2, okay? And maybe we'll be a little better. So this is an undead, but I don't want this card. Let's just go evasive. Gargan is great. These are all solid, but Gargan's Gargan. Yeah, that deck was crazy. That was better than my 12-win decks yesterday, the deck I lost to at 2 and 2. I mean, we want a bunch of undead, so I'm going undead. And yesterday was just all that way, unfortunately. Even my 3-win run, I think, lost to like a triple cold case Deathborn mage at 3 and 2. I don't even know, man. I don't want any of these, but maybe Basaleph with like an open the cages turn could do something. Partner in crime is great. I need some undeads, man. Where's all the undeads? Oh, wild seeds are undeads as well. Ooh. So far I have none. I've actually liked Forbidden Words. My Eversong would have been so good with the other legendary that Nox was saying. I found Hellbore to be acceptable. I just don't want more 4s. I'm already really heavy. I almost want to help my early game and just take Hellbore. Conjured Arrow is a great card, dude. Conjured Arrow and the 4/4 Rashi Boys with that legendary. There's one Mind Eater though. Undead. I guess I take Theft Accusation. Just don't want another Open the Cage, and I sure as heck don't want Faithful Companions in this deck. This is an Undead. Is that worth it? Because Clear Conscience is a great card, and I also have Partner in Crime for it, and I also have Gargan for it. Also works as a beast, that's true. Yeah, let's do it. I think the synergy like that is more important. You ever eat something and the first time you think you can get it right, next time for some reason it tastes way better? Not really. I think I take Shimmerfly. I mean, Kennels is also quite good. I think I take the Shimmerfly. Just helps that curve. Yeah, gotta be Vizier. Two really sweet undeads, right? I don't think I want another Theft Accusation. Probably just a Herring. I mean, the pings are also interesting. I don't want another Theft Accusation. I have Identity Theft and Mind Eater, but I already have one. This is also quite solid, the Ricochet, but We'll take a herring. A herring! I know this is an undead, but... maybe they made it a little bit differently, Tal. Last weekend I went out for a little walk. Not just around the block. Usually when I say I go out for a walk, it's just like around the block. It's more about getting some fresh air. But I was just went down to the town center and stuff. And there was like a Korean fried chicken place, and I've never tried it. But it was closed. I hadn't seen it. Oh, just the same one. So many arcane spells, I know, right? Double ricochet shot as well, Kronos. And Conjured Arrow and the 4/4 Rush we would have gotten. Kinda crazy. Feel like Rat Trap is so easy to play around, man. But it does confuse people. Still think I won the Ricochet right now. I think we take Kennels. Ain't really a Shock Spitter deck. Cobra's a solid card. Want some more Undeads, man. August solid. There's an Undead. Is it worth it? I didn't see anything, Gameplex. I mean, I looked up. Didn't see anything though, man. I usually prefer Shade Quill to Exarch a lot, but I think I go Exarch with the Undead synergy. Yeah, I usually prefer this one though. Mind Eater? Interesting. Is Sketchy actually better than Frenzied Fangs? I don't think so. I think Frenzied Fangs is way lowered because I have a Hunter as a second class. As opposed to, say, DK, which everyone's playing, right? Oh! Oh, the Zombeast is undead as well, correct? This is undead as well. Even though this is a better card usually, I think I go Skeletal. Sucks that they were offered together, both of the Wild Spirits, but we take the better one, obviously. Death Rattles, Exarch, Psychic, Double Mind, Shimmer, Hellboy. Not really worth it, I think. I think you just go Bola Shot. Interesting. Interesting. Actually kind of interested in this one. Lacking a little bit of draw, but it has some generation, which might make up for it.
Versus Illidan.
I make my own fate.
I foresaw this encounter.
But if you remind me for the next run, we'll do it, I promise you, okay? Let's find better cards. Sometimes I feel like people aren't fully aware that if they bet 600k on 10 to 12 and someone bets 1 bean on 0 to 3, that they will only win 1 bean, but they will lose 600k. I feel like people forget that. Slash don't know. And when there's less people, happens more often. I know it's people's decision, so I shouldn't care, but I just feel bad. It's my first Zombeast, so let's take a look and see. Shimmerfly probably, although Hellboy with this is pretty solid. So want something cheap to be able to get out, right? I mean, some people have gotten mad, but I think I speak for it. Interesting. This is too expensive, but so difficult for them to deal with, right? Interesting. It's also crazy
What a delicious
for Basaleph. Yeah, I mention it a lot more than people actually say that they got annoyed.
sketch this.
So yeah, I know I could have taken Curve, by the way. They trade, I Ricochet. Yeah, I even missed my first one. I've actually been offered Spirit Poacher way more than this. I guess makes so sort of sense. Hey, Danny.
Arcane arrows, fill the sky.
Well then, we know who's getting a lot of arcane stuff.
Time grows short.
We know who's getting a lot of arcane stuff. Because it seems like there was a lot of her today. And sometimes I personally feel like that means there's just a lot of them about. You ever value trade left? Yeah, I actually don't. I realized that. No, you don't.
Sketch this.
What language is the opponent's name? I would assume Russian, as I'm told. I don't actually know. I think it's an Eastern European language, though. I think that special character Y and that K and that B, I call them, are Russian. But I don't know about that like O with the squiggly at the top. Maybe someone else knows better than me. My first guess would be Russian, though. It is Russian, means smile. So how would you say that if you were to type it in English?
Time grows short.
Ulipka. Ulipka. Interesting. Sure. Interesting. So I have to remember they have this synergy. I think I take the Untain. Wait. Is this 2 now if I take it? Yeah, so they are playing a Haldoran Eversong. They probably have the same things I got offered, right? Yeah, if you read it, it says, give all arcane spells in your hand and dex spell damage +1. The spell now has it. That's pretty cool. Now we can just drop Antain or Zombies next turn. And then we can rush the 5-3 into their 8-3. Let it summon their Antain. And then Eversong it, for example.
Ready to fight for a better future?
Swing into this.
For a thumb!
We can get this Frozen Trap, honestly. A 5 mana 5/4 dormant summon a 4/2 isn't even that bad. We have to remember these are undeads as well. For Bazzy. I have a good feeling about this deck so far. You know, just, it's nice that your first opponent's name is Smile. Yeah, everything all about this used to be a 4-3 and this used to be a 3-2. Right, so this is now a 5-4 again, this is now a 4 again.
Imprisoning me.
It is freezing. So do I just replay it? Because freaking playing something like Eversong with Mind Eater is also quite good, huh? Yeah. So we basically have lethal, right? Like if they play the 6-mana 8/3, they're dead. And we know they have that. Hey Refa. They could top deck this card to counter, but then what? 10, 13, 17, 18, 19, right? Like, we're almost there. Happy weekend, man. Somebody just pops into my head. Is there an old card that's in Arena that you wish got buffed? I mean, there's a lot of old cards which would be viable if they were buffed, I would say. But nothing that I like look at and I say, holy crap, this card is so fun. If it were buffed, it would be viable. You know what I mean? What is the way that you would outvalue your opponent in a non-heavy value meta? Don't know if you remember that. Pouch going down to 0 could be cool, yeah. What's my legendary do? 4-mana 3/5, Battle Cry, resurrect all friendly undead that died after your last turn. So, any that my opponent kills that I kill on my turn before I play it, resummon. No idea at all. I was going to kennels to make yetis. I think I'd rather get the Mind Eater. If they want a hero power, I Wild Spirits, and I can always Gargan then anyway. It's around that era, for sure, right? It's around that era. I just get a little confused whether the cards came out then or came back then, for me personally. Because all the sets were new for me. Up until the first time DoD came back in Arena after the Forged into Barons release. All sets, there was always a new set for me over and above the new expansion set. Provoke. Yeah, that one's interesting too, Provoke. True Crescent, the dual one. Yeah, I personally like Unending Swarm the most from those. I mean, Unholy Frenzy is the best one, but Unending Swarm. But yeah, they make for interesting stuff. I'm a little upset that yesterday I didn't give Murloc Holmes its full potential yesterday. My mind wasn't working right. No, Unending Swarm, it's... Oh, you're right, it's a druid card. Yeah. Are you sure it's not Unending? Something Devouring Swarm, maybe?
Naxxramas never lacks corpses.
I'll get this out. Yes, it is, Wonder. Yes, it is, sir. Good to see you, Wonder. Give me something where this 5/4 can die. Yeah, Unending is the druid one, the 6-mana that you're saying, Daimo, that Tal mentioned.
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
That's why I thought they froze the left one for a second. Deathborn on the left. You know, I don't care if they have these cards.
Psychic detective coming through.
Reach for the sky.
Honestly, maybe I'd even rather float for this. Like, what's this really doing?
For a thumb.
Hey Rutha, happy Saturday. Like, for example there, Daimo, I actually thought that they picked a Arcane Intellect because it's more likely that they need draw. But since I can't be 100% sure, I care more if they have a glyph and I don't, than if they have an Arcane Intellect and I don't. So I'd still rather pick glyph for that 10% chance. Plus, I also can just steal all their cards in my case.
You get the goods.
I know I lose 2 damage, but I'll gain 4 next turn, so it will make up for itself.
You get the goods.
Hey Black Boys, Hexadex, happy weekend. I guess I could.
We'll get you back on someone's feet.
I wanted to coin the zombies, but good luck.
Amazing.
The key to Suspicious is to evaluate what you need if they took the specific card and they get it, but you don't. You're boned. Some discoveries you accept. I don't care if I don't get this right. Yeah, same. The punish is just too large, right? If they have not too large, but it's so much larger for them to have glyph and me no, rather than the other thing.
Someone's coming. Someone's coming.
9/8 Wind Fury.
Catch this.
The thing is, Tal, even though you're saying that's not mind gaming, that's like next level mind gaming. The drafted beast could be over 10 mana. You know, I actually don't know, Aimplex. I don't know if it intuitively stops it from being more than 10.
Versus Jaina.
You asked for it. I foresaw this encounter.
Alright. Oh, it's not intuitive. The minions just can't cost more than 5.
Get you back on someone's feet.
Well then. I think I just take this for 2, right? A 2/4 is pretty solid. You know what the thing is, Tad? I was just thinking about it for a second. There's this situation which happens relatively often in games, right? Where, let's take the example of the sassy guess percentage, right? where a bad player would fail a lot of times, a better player might guess 90% of times by trying to do the mind games you call mind games. An even better player might one step up and guess 80% of times, which is less, but make sure that the times they're guessing are in the games that matters more, so that they hedge their losses and win more. There's so many of those kind of situations where a better player may lose more games sometimes than an average player, but win more over the long run. No use pre-hitting with this. It's not like I'm getting close to infuse or anything. Hey there, Anna. Hey, blah blah. Happy weekend. No, dual class meta is this is the last time. When the expansion comes out, dual class will be over. You sometimes do arena challenges, like always picking the middle card. I used to do that, Kronos. Nobody enjoys it, unfortunately, so I don't do that anymore. I constantly challenge myself though, by playing all the different classes and playing interesting legendaries and weird decks and low tier classes. That's my challenge nowadays. I used to do only click Murlocs, only click left card, only click most purple card, most funny name card, chat draft, all of those things. The truth is that what happens is an incohesive deck that just doesn't work, that even the people that wanted me to click don't want to see anymore. And that happened to me personally often enough that I just gave up doing it.
You get the goods. I'll stop.
Right, when you have like 20 people asking you for a click left card draft. I haven't done it in like 2 years now. Yeah, it's been a long time, but when you have like 20 people telling you a click only left card and those same 20 people say, please retire this deck, it sucks, you're like, okay, so the only people that want to see it are also the people that don't want to see it? Yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not bad, Raiden. I'm not too bad. Hey, H.
Must smash chicken!
It used to work often enough, up to about 2 years ago, before power creep and scam became large. To where I would be willing to try it. Nowadays it works like 1 in 100. Nah, same thing, I don't really do chat drafts anymore. It's a majority thing. It's probably just worth a Gargan, man, honestly. I have 2. They're 1 turn off from Flame Strike. I used to do a lot of chat drafts and those kind of things. Sometimes I force an archetype a little bit in Dark, but not in the sense of I really need a 2-drop for this deck to actually succeed, but let me take my 7th 10-drop. It just doesn't work anymore, unfortunately. Right, instead I try do things like, let's force a Topiary deck, you know? And I'll lean a little bit more than I should into nature spells, you know? I'll even make wrong picks to support the archetype. But I'm not going to pick a nature spell which doesn't add anything to the deck, which makes it more likely I lose, etc. You want to support the archetype as much as possible in a way that it actually works. Because what people really want to see, and what I enjoy as well, so it goes both ways, is it working.
Someone's coming. Someone's coming.
I did enjoy Arena at all was when I learned the Nether Sylvanas. There's always been some form of outlier, Kronos. Depends how frequent they are and how outlier they are.
Azul versus the Lich King.
I get you, and to all the people that do love those things, I'm sorry I don't do them anymore. Everything had its place and time.
What a delicious party.
Well, in my opinion, I always pick the fun cards. So, you can already see there's like that difference, blah blah man. Where what's actually happening isn't that I'm not picking the fun cards as much as I'm not picking the cards that you want me to pick specifically, that another 300 people might not want.
Just a taste.
What kind of music do you listen to? Me? I would classify mostly it as rock, Hexadux. We have Scourge at home. How do you do that? Did you actually... Is that actually Scourge? I got Cold Case. Interesting.
I wish I could remember, but it's been a while since everything was okay.
What do the cards say?
Interesting. I'm almost tempted to coin the Psychic, almost to force their 5/5 to die. If I Cold Case, this is just gonna absorb so much of the damage. Interesting. Let's open this again. Yeah, the truth is, people want to see different things, so I try my best to do different things as much as possible. Yeah, I also try to balance my own fun with it all, though. I think that's important. I try to balance my own fun with it all, where a literal deck that just does nothing but theoretically could be fun is not fun. It's not fun for me to play it, and it's not fun for me to see constantly for an hour the same people that insisted they wanted it tell me that it sucks. It's just so much worse than even just playing it. And then on the other hand, the full-on try-hard, I don't enjoy that as much anymore. Just not really for me. Oh, geez. Double Skellies. Is that worth it? No, right? You wait for the frickin' Syndragosa, dude, right? This is their hand, by the way. Yes, right? Oh, Lord. No, but I mean, I think that's another thing as well. You're telling me that I'm try-harding every day, Kronos, but I personally see it completely the opposite. Right, you're telling me that I should have one stream a month where I just do fun stuff, but that's literally every day for the last year and a half for me, right? So again, it comes down to perspective. In the end, I just can't really do anything about that.
What must I do?
So they have Sindragosa, and then I have Sindragosa, but then I have Sindragosa again. I'm scared of the frozen touches. They have another spell here. Yeah, they are. I honestly think Frozen Touch. I think they're different, Kebab Night. But in a deck that's built well around each card respectively, I think Frozen Touch is better. I could just drop it, but if they kill it with their Sindragosa and I have to resummon them all into the 6/5, the 6/5 might snipe this again. Oh, the thing is, Kronos, even if I'm having like a more fun deck, I'm still going to try to win, right? I'm not going to put like, if what you want to see is me purposely throwing, like, oh, next turn, instead of actually playing anything, I'll just Frozen Touch my own face and hero power and pass. That's just, I don't like playing that way. Right, I'll always try to win, but I'll play a Topior Druid as well. Interesting. I still think we play this even if it's objection. Hey Lana. A little annoying, but it's okay. Still think I won this countered. What's Topior? Topior is a druid legendary. 7 mana 5/5. Every time you play a nature spell, summon at 3/3. So this is rigged or explosive. They might have taken rigged. They're still not playing their Cindy. It could still be explosive, right? If it's explosive, I would cry. Ward isn't in. Can they choose objection and explosive? They can, right? Gosh darn it, all my plays suck against explosive.
What do the cards say?
No, I wish I played this. So it's rigged fair, which makes some sense. 3, 6, 7, 8, we're close. They probably play Sindragosa now. And then we just hope we're not dead. Sindragosa, Banana Ping, or Frozen Touch maybe, my face. Well, they're confused, that's for sure. Yeah, it is a draw 3 cards. Well, it looks like they're stumped. They probably just wanted to try and refill their hand, hit some specifics. Cindy? Like, surely it's an easy rip Cindy though, right? Stop there, Joe. This is gonna be the best Basaleph. I don't think I've ever resummoned this with Basaleph. Double frozen touch. They had to use their frozen touch. Ouch.
Death will not be a mercy for you.
I almost had lethal, by the way. Hello, Damien. A little bit of everything, Hexadux. Depending on my mood and, well, the time in my life, I guess I'd say.
You look tasty.
Right now, my favorite band is probably BMTH. It changes on the mood as well, a little bit. Yeah, good to see you, Damien. Welcome. And thank you for the follow. Haven't played some Hearthstone in a long time. You like Arena? No, guy. Tal. Just look at my opponent. Yes, Aimplex, how else would you do it? That's an API command to pull them. I mean, Roldy wrote the jokes, but then I manually had to write an API for each one of them. And put them all in a properly coded and formatted list. No, basically every time Roldy wrote a joke for a long period of time, I would paste it into a Discord channel I have with myself. And I'd spend a few hours every month compiling them. Hey, happy weekend, John. Yes, of Hearthstone, the 10th hero is introduced. The Demon Hunter, Damien. I played even before Demon Hunter came out. And then when I came back... Oh, that hurts. Oh, that's such a good draw. Then I came back to the game about 3 years ago, and Demon Hunter was all new. It was all crazy. There was something about like what Gurk is or something, but I don't even know.
You get the goods.
We can Gargan next turn.
You get the goods. I'll stand watch.
Could be coincidental, Tal. By the way. Man, I don't want to give them any of these cards, huh? Surely you just have to Gargan and say screw it, but look what they're getting. You just have to, right, guys? Surely. The other option is to just play these two, but then they're still probably getting either Gargan or what I steal from them or a good discover or draw. So I think you just do this and cry. Yeah, that's fair, man. This one? Yeah, I have one of it, don't I? Yeah, I have one of it, blah blah.
Someone's coming. Someone's coming.
I have one. Oh, very nice, Davian.
This is not what we stood for.
Ooh, ricochet shot, huh? Interesting. Ricochet shot. Conjured arrow value trade. So I could start with conjured arrow, see if that changes anything. Right? Oh, wait. If you conjured arrow, do you draw 0? Actually, crap, maybe you draw 0. Gosh darn it. Yeah, probably 0, huh?
We'll get you back on someone.
I need something that costs a nice solid amount. Ugh.
The end is near.
I'm going Hellboy. I think I'd rather take Divine Shield. Not really what I was looking for there.
Someone's coming.
It's okay though. So we have to remember again, they have Mind Eater, Vizier, or Conjured Arrow. And we are running out of steam. Dun-dun. And Conjured Arrow. All I'm reading is solid. Conjured Arrow. Yeah, close enough, Alana.
The more you'll struggle, the better.
I need a better discover, I think. I mean, giving this Reborn is interesting, but I need something more. Not yet, maybe. I want to start hero powering, but let's get this out. Oh yeah, and then I made the face. No, but the face was the second time it happened, Tal. Already. Right, so he explained it. We had the whole situation, then it happened again. And I made the face. Now it's again. Oh, that's a crappy 3-drop, man. This should be automatically corrupted. Just because I wanted to. We have a couple discovers though. I'm literally one game of Diamond and I get matched against Reno Warrior.
Mind if I roll need?
Ouch. Ouch. Dude, I need to kill this without trading into it, but how am I doing that? Am I actually playing Primordial Drake? I guess? It's just worth 6 damage face, right? Not even sure it's worth it. Cost 0 anyway. It's okay, Hex. At least it doesn't invalidate your entire climb, that loss, right? You'll just come back strong and win 5 games in a row. I don't even know what music Drake makes.
Got something to hide?
I can rush the poison into this push 5. Which means I can now renew it. And palm reading. Burn? Imagine Dragons? Now, Imagine Dragons is another band. Imagine Dragons, even though they have a lot of music, they're like a one-hit wonder in my head. And I can't even remember what the song is. But no more. I never really explored the band. But I know they're quite famous.
I foresaw this encounter.
Probably worth keeping this. Ooh, okay, we've got our Basaleph. Is Thunder Imagine Dragons as well? Thunder's the new one, no? The Sunny couple. I'm tempted to just play Cobra. I really want to get this Gargan infused. You know what? If you want to trade the 1-to-1 ping, I'll take it. I don't choose how many ads, Hex. By the way, if you got 5, that means they were shorter. Twitch decides the time, not the amount of ads. Sometimes people forget that. Is Blizzard done releasing stuff for the rest of the year? We have an expansion coming out in like, well, soon.
The more you'll struggle, the better.
So yeah, fun fact to anyone about the ads. If you get more, that just means they're shorter. I never heard that one, Lana. By the way. I don't know, Duck. You always ask me questions which I have just literally zero clue about, man. I have no idea, dude.
What must I do?
Gosh darn it, double face. I mean, I'm pretty sure we lose this one. They've got burn, double location. Insane early game tempo as well. They're also playing really well. Positioning is really good as well. I just can't do anything, right? Holy crap. Wow, this guy's deck is busted. Holy what? Yeah, this is like the perfect storm of a deck. They either drew really well or their deck is just like next level. Or both. Yeah, these are the only 3 cards they have. Yeah, their deck is strong. They also have double low. Like, look at their board, right? Did they just perma-freeze my minion? Like, I haven't even been able to attack yet. Can't do anything about a game like this, unfortunately. I tried to get this infused, but they also went first, so they get all of the initiative. Fireball for 2 mana. Yeah, I'm excited, Tal. 5 days, I think, right?
You would. It was your destiny.
It's literally an unwinnable game. Do you like cards? I would say no. I don't hate cars, but when people ask a question like that, typically means, are you into it? Do you follow them? Are you interested in their build and everything? And my answer would be no. Are there any steel cards? Well, there's Harvester of Envy, the Priest Legendary. When you play a copy, you steal the original. That's about it. But it sucks. Well, that wasn't part of your question, though. Coiling the 3, you think ATN is in? The issue is I didn't really have a follow-up, unfortunately. I think face is more important. To stop their weapon. Maybe ATN. I probably would have needed to hit like a better 3 to follow up though, which would have had to have been Wild Spirit. Because if I coin 3 and then fall back into 2, I'm still in trouble. I also played Frenzied Fangs and their answer was freeze. So if I coined out the 3, which was 1 minion, I still end up in a similar situation, huh? If I rush this, probably just buff this hit. Go away, Gavain. Thank you for the 4 months. Thank you much. Did this eat all the buffs? 1, 2, 3? Yes, right? 1, 2, 3? Yes, okay. We can even theft accusation it then. If we really want. Might actually... It's very likely that they don't have many minions then. 4? So they traded the 3 to the bumper car and then might hit into the 1-4, right?
Here for a good time.
Okay.
Here for a good time.
Okay. I don't know if I have enough spells. They do. Holy crap. Tad, actually.
You get the goods. I'll stand watch. You get
What
the
do you mean
goods.
you have no blinds or curtains? What do you have? Just like an open wall? Yeah, when I lived in Malta, I didn't even know that the Tories were a party. I'm just surprised. I also am probably one of the most out of touch with politics people I know. I don't have a link or the ability to share, Jay, because it's offline, but if you go to my About section, there's a link to Lo-Fi Girl, which is where I get most of my music from. It's like a curated list of music from Lo-Fi Girl. It will link you to a Spotify playlist, which is a subset of it, but you can Google Lo-Fi Girl. They have a YouTube channel, a 24/7 radio website, and you can find a lot of lo-fi compositions. Wow, look how much burn this guy has. Fireball, Fireball, Fireland. You're welcome, Jay.
That was an error.
I need more spells, right, to be able to do this. Second, I can't. This is what I was talking about before, right? Blah blah. What's the point of having two unplayable Yugs rather than trying to make this one work, right? Having two Yugs that you don't play is less fun than having one that you do, isn't it? No? Like, if what you want is Yug. Like, I just spoke about how I don't have enough spells. Oh, go for it, man. I'm just explaining, because coincidentally it's exactly the logical conversation we were having earlier. Where people might say, holy crap, never pick fun card. No, I'm actually picking the spell because it's the fun card. Because I want to really play the Yug. Picking the Yug means I'm actually not playing Yug. Whereas picking the spell is more likely for me to play the Yug. Yeah, it's the plan, Drew, right? That's the plan. Uh-oh. Well, now I might have to change it a little bit, though. It is, Jay. Because otherwise I will die. I have to fireball without this. Or let's say I try to make it that way. Jay. Testing. Hey, Sigmund. Is it active? That's pretty good. Shut up, dude.
What must I do?
Yeah, but I also have to play this, unfortunately. Gosh darn it. Be strong, Sigmund. I feel you, man. That's happened to me a lot this week as well. Sorry you're having a tough day. That doesn't count, no. You know, that was a random palm reading, guys, from Yug. The Yug was insane. Yep. Yes, it was. Could be freaking objection, man. Drafted secret.
Naxxramas never lacks corpses.
Secret +2 or wait a turn and then go Viz Secret 2. Right, and get the 4 spells. I know, Sigmund. I mean, it's different for many different people, but I know. Yeah, it makes sense, Sal. It's just a world where I purposely float mana, because this is probably dead, right? Their hand is like, what, random flame strike? Remorseless. Streaming sustainable? Way less sustainable than people think it is probably the answer. At my size, with a lot of reduced costs, barely. And with a lot of effort into many other things beyond just being live onto it. We knew they had that, just crazy.
The more you'll struggle.
It didn't, alligator, it did not. I got hysteria. We probably just need to try and get a Yug going next turn, honestly. Well, I can't. I can't even play them both next turn.
Get you back on someone's feet.
Maybe alive, yeah, but alive isn't winning. Probably GG. Damn, such a good Yug for them. They had one card in hand, and it cleared my board, filled their board, gave them 4 cards, one of which was a Sunwell. Oh yeah, Sigmund. I stopped playing about 7 years ago, and then I came back 3 years ago, and I felt exactly the way you did. And it's only gotten more exacerbated over the last 3 years, so I can only imagine the jarred feeling that you have. If you think about it, planting not a single buck for the first 6 to 12 months. Yeah, my first year, April to April, I think my net income was 350. Not a month. in total. How did you sustain then? By working extremely hard and having a safety net to use whilst I earn nothing, by having worked for many years in a different job. Yeah, at lethal. Yeah. Well, my future plans, as much as possible to keep the streaming going. We'll see. We take it as we go, man.
Time for the finishing touch.
I do a little bit, Shanks, but it was a different point in time. Things aligned for me to be where I am now, so... I mean, if you let me, I'll play Yogg. They're scared of Yogg, huh? Yeah, I regret in a way that I didn't start streaming earlier knowing where I am now, but my life took a different turn. As in like a corporate job. I enjoyed my job, but
I foresaw this encounter.
I just take it as it goes, man. I don't know, maybe one day. I don't think about it right now, no. Right? The effort it takes to do streaming means that if every day you're telling yourself, let me do something else instead, means that you just won't do it. Right? Like, imagine going to your job every day, your corporate job, whatever you do, and telling yourself, I should spend all day thinking about doing a different job. Can you imagine the energy you have going into 8 hours every day? Are you obligated to keep a streaming schedule? You know, there's literally zero obligations for streaming.
I got you, friend.
But what it hurts is yourself.
It's all in your head.
That's the way you have to see it in the end. Which is both a plus and a minus, I would say. Thank you so much, man.
Psychic detective.
And I appreciate the 6 months prime, Dr. Nafi. Helps me keep doing it, like I always say, man. Yeah, it's like, I think you have to consider streaming like running your own business, where a major part of it is what you see in the live aspect, right? This. Like, imagine running your own store, right? And the selling a retail store, clothes store, for example, and the selling the clothes is what you see in the front end, right? That's the live streaming that you see. But in the back end, you still have everything to do. PR, HR, taxes, business accounts, stock, all of those things that people don't see. I need to kill this. Am I really running the poison into it?
What do the cards say?
Probably not, because I can freaking abyss it, right? So maybe we just play these instead. Like, if they want to swing with the 5/6, they have to swing their weapon first. Which Hearthstone extension are you using? I use Firestone. No clock. Hey Parody, happy weekend, man. It's the weekend, dude. I think you're describing around 70-80% of people who earn less than 50k a year. Maybe, KFK, but my point is constantly thinking about doing something else and not acting on it. That second part is super important. Is demoralizing for no reason. If you're acting on it, it's tiring, but you're working towards it, which is different. It's Firestone now, Cluck. You might have some delay, man. I liked my previous job. I didn't like my previous work, which is an important difference. I didn't plan it at all. Not at all, man. Not at all. Yeah, for sure. I think it's a life thing, I think, gameplay. TLDR, Jay, I worked in an R&D engineering in a different country. What I planned to do was quit my job and move country to find a better future for myself. And the pandemic hit and I was in a really mentally rough place because I wanted to quit because I hated my work environment. And I didn't have better future prospects in the country I lived in for my job. So I just wanted better aspects. When I moved, I decided to give myself, after 6 months of continuing the job, to give myself just like a week of mental break. And in that week, I decided if there was ever a time that I could try something like streaming, that was the time. I was in between jobs, pushed upon by myself with some savings for the country move.
What do the
I decided to give it a go, man, you know? I decided to give it a go. Really? Oh, thank you, Tad. I would have missed that one, actually. Does Blizzard still host arena tournaments? Well, since I've played, they never have. No, I consider the job what you do and the work as in the combination of what you do with your environment and the people that you work with. I would say about 2.5. And then I got... Then we go... Not just me, many people became extremely overworked where I was. People started quitting and the pandemic initiated a work hire freeze. So we were all doing like 2-person's jobs, and our contracts were such that we had flexible hours and we could work less hours on one day as long as we make up for them on another day, as long as we always finish all of our work that was important. So as soon as we got more work, everyone had to work longer days, and then on the days they could take less hours, like because they can, because we don't need any more hours, we have more work to do, so we have to do more hours again. And that just kept happening over and over and over again. I just get given projects I hated, working with people I hated, and it became a 1.5 years of misery. It wasn't intended to be 1.5 years. I was going to quit after a few months. But then the pandemic hit, and I knew I wouldn't be able to get a job mid-pandemic, so I just kept my job. But that was a horrible year. A really horrible year. Big mistake because it has synergies. There's Bessie. They're gonna get a few buffs. I could Exarch and then get it back if they kill it, because they probably do kill it, right? Is that worth it? Maybe it is. What's that, KFK? Yeah, that's true. You have other dependencies, right, Parody? Do you believe life will push you to do what you are meant to do? No. I believe you have to push yourself to do what you want to do. Dark transformation. I wish I could get a better this. I just can't. Have you ever thought about moving to Canada? No. Waiting for something that never comes. Oh, I knew it wasn't coming is the thing, though. Hey, owner. Moving. I knew moving was difficult, but for me personally, someone that's very stringent and a little OCD and stuff like that, the country move took way more out of me than I ever intended it to. And it's not a prospect that I think about anymore because it is much. It is a lot. It really is. Especially to a country that you don't have the passport/visa to go to. Judge lives in Canada, has been trying to go to America for many years through what he describes as lengthy and unnecessary processes to be with his wife. It takes a toll on people, man. And, what? Surely they trade. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, yeah. You're Canadian? You're not looking to move, though, are you? Kind of half scared of dying.
What do the cards say?
I'll take that strike. Ooh! Now we just let them figure it all out. Got you a law and the law. We're hating with everyone government. You always have to weigh everything, Parody. That's what I always tell people if there's something I've learned in life. Sometimes people, rarely, but sometimes people come in here and they ask me, should I take this job? I get this much more wage and stuff. I go, that's not my decision to make. But you should weigh everything, not just how much money you're getting. Like in your case, what you like has to also be weighed with your kid, your partner, how much they depend on you and not how much better your situation would be mentally. And not just how much better it would be in general, but how much better it actually is, not how much you think it would be, which is also a big difference.
What must I do?
This is not lethal, right? Excuse me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This should set up lethal. Hey, Elma. Instructions unclear. Weighing your date tonight? Sure. I mean, at least you'll have a different date the next time round, right? Ain't never gonna get the same one with that attitude, that's for sure. Hey, Elma. Ooh, nice draw. They're dead though. They have the 6-4 in hand, right? Oh no, okay. Well, now they're not dead. Whatever. There's some of the old ones. I think they're just OG. Oh, that's FFZ. Some of them are probably like OG back from Justin TV time. That's why I try not to upgrade my lifestyle parody. I never did, even when I earned more. Because of exactly the situation you're talking about. I mean, look. I've grown to like it. It gives me peace of mind.
Lazul versus Throw. Fear the coming storm.
I foresaw this encounter.
We'll get you back on someone's feet.
I can actually draw a mech.
The end is near.
Take that, because 4 is something I can coin out without playing the Gargan. Hey Blazer, good morning, man. So like you're driving Lambos? No, parody, but lifestyle inflation doesn't mean that you have to become a millionaire lifestyle. Lifestyle inflation's everything. Even buying yourself plants for your house is lifestyle inflation. Right? They're different levels of lifestyle inflation, I would say. But you got me. What, that's my fan tag, because I'm still boiling to death.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I actually want my stuff to die. I'll still go partner though.
I'll stand watch. You get the goods. I'll stand watch.
See what else did I miss? That sucks, Genite, by the way. White cloth. This is the corner of my bed. This is my fan plug, guys. I'm pretty sure you guys are asking no, though. Gosh darn it. How do I kill off my own minion?
What must I do?
I think it's really weird, but I think I'm doing this. See how they deal. Oh yeah, for sure, parody. There's nothing against doing it. Just is what it is, right? Lifestyle inflation is probably most notable when you want to be lazy when you can afford to be. Let's go out to eat tonight instead of we need to cook something because we can't afford it. For sure. My opponent is going to concede next turn, I think, guys. What do you think? I think my opponent's going to concede. Feels like it's, Darn, I was hoping they would kill this.
Death will not be a mercy for you. You fight well.
I'm even gonna pace myself and just hero power. Even if they flame strike, right? I still end up with a bunch of 4/4.
Yes, yes, well played.
Yeah, the trade is to save myself a 4/4 next turn whilst ensuring they take 4. Yeah, that's great parody, and kudos for keeping it up, man. Like I always tell ya. Sincerely a great thing. There's significant lag in wages. Think of housing. In the 60s, 70s, you could buy a house about 4 years worth of salaries. To be able to do that now, you need to be earning at least 80k. What? No, you need to earn more, right? I think in Malta you had to be in 1945 for that case, for example, KFK. Sincerely, like World War II era.
The more you struggle, the better.
My parents paid their house in this last decade. They're 60. They both are professionals, working full-time jobs. I think it was a 40-year mortgage. $30? I think it was 30. My mom too. My mom works as a teacher. With all the increases that came with that for working for 30 years plus.
Saw this and
And my dad was a general manager of an engineering company, so my dad put a lot of... My dad worked a lot, basically. And he was always working.
We'll get you back on someone's feet.
I think I take the augmented. Interesting. It's playable on 5. It's probably worth the extra one because of the death rattle of this. Thank you for the 22 months, Iranidor, and very nice. Very, very nice, man. Very nice. Good luck with it. My parents, when my dad hit, when both of my parents hit 50, roughly, Roldy. So we're talking about roughly in the last decade. They realized that throwing themselves completely into work, at least for them, throwing themselves completely into work wasn't really helping them.
From nothing, power.
Depends where you live as well, question reality. But yeah, I get you. In Malta, costs go up much faster than even the top entrepreneurs go up with. Unfortunately.
You get the goods. I'll stand watch. You get the goods.
Even in my 4 years of working, I saw house prices double. And wages go up by what? 1.2%? What's going on? Oh, Lord. average's house price to ratio was 4.1 to 70, is now 8.8. Yeah, makes myself. Makes sense. Threw myself completely into work for about 11 years. Remember saying to myself, I wonder what I could do if I really tried. I accomplished a lot, but at the end of the day, I wasn't the owner of the company, and the owners did dumb things to destroy my work. That must be a little demoralizing in a way. You came out of it strong as well, right? Which is nice to hear. Now you've got lovely grandkids, Dano. And your own little herb plant, hopefully still growing in the kitchen. Lucky or hero power is the question. I don't want to rush this. I want to keep the Gargan. We could have lucky, honestly. I guess I should have started with it then. I thought one of the first things I learned about Dano, I thought was that he was growing his own little basil in the kitchen or something, no? He said it was reaching the ceiling, I remember. I don't know why I remember these random tangential things. Completely demoralizing. Rest was not a successful way to live. That's when family and pursuits of self-work became your main focus. Yeah. I see that and I'm happy for you, man. No, it was really Basil. It was really Basil. At least I was told.
Light sings, and the impure fall.
That's one of my character flaws, I think, Parody. If I don't give 100%, I get bored and annoyed. And if I get 100%, I get burnt out. I know it's a character flaw, but I also don't know what to do about it. So I used to completely detach from work in the past, after work hours, even if those work hours were most of my day, and do something that I enjoyed. I could Gargan.
What must I do?
Could also rip the Sunwell here, which is probably worth. This is a lot of heal. Okay, let's try and kill them quickly. Should be able to kill them soon. Like nowadays, I throw myself a lot more into streaming because when I started, if I didn't, I would never manage. And now, when I don't, I find myself spiraling, basically. I also enjoy seeing the fruit of my labor, I guess you can call it. Man, we are at 9 wins here, man. We are at 9 freaking wins here, man.
Versus the Lich King. Will serve me in death.
I foresaw this end.
Please answer me. I'm scared. But I mean, yeah, but labor. Freaking Talon Heart.
What a delicious party!
Isn't Fruit of the Loins a t-shirt company?
Can't stand the cold.
Or am I missing something? Oh, Fruit of the Loom. Thank you. They should really rebrand. You heard it here first. They should really rebrand. Wait.
Just a taste.
Yeah. It happens, Iranitor. That's why I say don't focus everything that you're doing solely upon which I was hoping would be playable. Solely upon just your average or the final outcome or anything of that sort.
The more you'll struggle, the better.
So close. Yet so far. I have a good 1 and a good 2, and I will have a good 3. Gargan with this should help me clear, so I'm just gonna... I mean, I could rally right now. I think I want this to die first. Have fun with her, Aimplex. Enjoy your time there, man. They float. Interesting. I think I don't have a good play.
They can't see.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
I think I just give them 2 2/2s now, right? Or... wait. Darn it. If I got the bat, I would have rushed it into this and then Gargan. I think now we Gargan anyway, though. If I got the bat, I would have been able to kill it, get these, and then hit this 2/2 for a full clear. This would even have extra health. 1 extra health. Okay, yeah. I mean, I could freaking theft accusation this. It just doesn't feel worth it. I have fire lands, but I probably want to do that on 7. I could delay it 1, I guess. I think we can afford a Blood of Goon. I have some good stuff from it. Ooh, what flavor, Kebab Night? What flavor?
My colors burn.
Vanilla brownie. The brownie ones are the best. Oh, I forgot I had wild spirits as well. I used to have the chocolate brownie one. About a year ago, I've got a few of the dairy-free version because I make a dairy-free version as well. This is a little awkward.
What do the cards say?
What do the cards say? I don't know whether to tempo the Gargan. Feels like I just do nothing here. Heck, maybe even just ricochet. Although, how do they even kill this, huh? No, I'm not even gonna attack with it. Oh, Flame Strike, that's true, I know. They can Flame Strike this board, actually, though. I agree with you, Blazer. That gives them the good bonk bonk. Which is somewhat okay anyway. Need to get this. One spell? Okay. Oh, well, that's nothing so far. So I could Bola shot. I could Fire Lands and Bola shot. I know Theft becomes a dead card, but I think that's worth. It's not dead. Ricochet. So how does this work again, guys? I have 3 turns to kill them.
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
Oh, you know, I actually forgot about the 5/5. I think I still... what I should have done is use this. Yeah, I should have used the location.
Yes, that's the one.
They're gonna rip Convoke, but the reason I didn't use it in my head was because I wanted to guarantee the 2 going face. But, getting a 5/5 was better. Okay, well that's a lot of healing. I don't think so, Paprika. I don't think it does. Reset. I mean, they have at least a Minds here. They're 34, and they're gonna heal 4 again next turn. Surely at least you Minds here.
is near.
Is it legal? I'm just trying to maximize some damage and also cycle. I wanted to try and hit. I know I could have mind seared. I also wanted to try and maximize the odds of getting the collateral.
Versus Anduin.
Yeah, that's true. When there's a lot of thinking though,
Saw this encounter.
I go for the line that wins me the game usually, right? Because it, like, when there's a select amount of things I have to think about, the first thing I just check for lethal. But if there's this many things I have to think about, checking for lethal is only better if there's lethal. Right? So the play I was making was guaranteeing me winning next turn, and if I had lethal, I was still gonna get it. You know what I mean? I don't know, it's just the way my brain works. Makes zero sense. I get that, but it's just not how my brain works, right? Like, it makes zero sense to you guys, but to me, what you're saying makes zero sense, right? No, well, the game is ending in one turn always, right? So doing all the thought process you need to maximize the chances of winning over that time span, rather than looking for lethal and then missing the chances of winning next game if you don't have it, for me personally, is just a time priority. For me personally. But I knew their hand, for the most part, no. Plus, it's not like, again, you guys are saying that my board was lethal. It's not like I was missing the board, right? I wasn't missing the damage. I was just not counting it, right? So, for me personally, doing the thing which is better for my thought process and still getting the lethal is much better than thinking about the lethal and getting it anyway, right? Like, nothing changes. But yeah, I know I'm abnormal in that manner. Don't get me wrong.
Lax Ramas never lacks corpses.
You're not gonna convince me otherwise. For me, what you guys are saying is wasting resources, right? Like, how many times have you had to think about 700 things? Remember, I'm also streaming and reading chat and doing 50 other things, right? So that does take up some capacity. How many times have we had 700 things to do and you just run out of time? Like, for me, it's just so often that it's just the way I think. But okay, so now my last question then, and this will just be we have to agree to disagree, is how often have you counted lethal and not had it? Because that just answers your question, right? Bleed? Happy weekend, sir. Thank you for the 270, man. How are you today? Yeah, I mean, you guys do what works for you, that's fine. But you're trying, this is, like I said this yesterday, it's my pet peeve. You're trying to tell me that the way that helps my brain think is wrong. It just feels such a moot point, right? Don't you think? It works for you, and I'm happy for you guys. For me, it's slower. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Worth the draw? I kind of want to go face. Mostly. 10. They're still one turn away from play. They can still kill my 5/4. Maybe not if I play the Amalgam. Is this a new one, Tal? Final Frontier. Discover a 10 cost minion from the past. Set its cost to 1. Favorite part? Probably the right side of the art.
Armor up, soldiers!
I didn't see the tough con. I have to see that now. They didn't kill this. We could try to worm. Start with Betty. Worm push the damage. Means this is getting worse. Why do you trade the 3/5 into the 2/3, Haywood? I feel like I need to kill them faster as a priest mage right now. I want them to feel like they need to be trading the board. They want to be making the trade, right?
What a delicious party!
My next vessel.
Well, sure, but buffing it probably nets me 6 damage phase.
Is near.
Counter spell stuff. They can bulk this. I'm just not going to care. Right, they're in a position where I'm going first, they're behind, they have to use their resources in killing stuff. So, what you're scared of is them spending a buff and their entire turn in order to kill your 3/5, which is about as useless to you if you're not going face with it. In that situation with a taunt and a higher priority minion, this is probably netting me 6 to 9 damage phase. The punish, maybe some heal buff? Maybe? But my entire point is that I want to get closer to just ending the game straight up. Essentially. One off. Do I go for the one off? It's probably a counter spell.
I do.
It is an counter. Okay. What's the first coming? I couldn't see the first time I put on drops on Ultra, sir. Are there 10 mana Titans? That's my question. Yug? And when does Titan rotate out?
Power for the taking.
The Titans rotate out in March. Does anyone know? Oh, you can't discover Titans. Okay. Ah, they did get the Nova. So I guess we just look for boop. Alright, we are going for the last game. Have I drawn collateral yet? I know I randomly generated it once and then didn't use it, but I don't think I've drawn my actual collateral yet.
Versus Valera.
Stay in the shadows. I I foresaw this encounter.
We're checking it there. What the hell, leads, man?
We'll get you back on someone's feet.
Need something cheap and early, probably. I could take Porcupine though and use it as a mid-game piece, just tempo Fangs. Interesting. So I could take a 4-mana 3/5 charge. Or I could take a 7-mana 4/11. Nah, we go for this.
Symptoms will be severe.
I could go open the cages into Fangs. Maybe I draw something else to do next turn. Kind of a bad hand right now. You top deck Wild Spirits and this hand just changes completely though.
What have they done to me?
Okay, glad I didn't play the Fangs then. I'll hold it back. Right? Or do I play them now? I have an idea. The idea of playing them is that they don't want to kill them because they're dying automatically, so it triggers the open the cages. I hope I don't get Huffer, because it will die anyway. Right, they don't want to kill them. They're gonna be like, I'll tempo, you know, I'll take 5, then they all die. Bam, clear.
Sketch this. Sketch this.
Am I setting up a Basaleph? Will give me a 1/2 and a 3/5 charge? Probably. I mean, if they even kill it, but I could kill it off myself. Could be objection, but fudge. Okay. My hand is in doo-doo land right now. This is not good. These cards are all just... This is great with synergy, but everything else is a little rough. Partner in Crime is probably okay. Oh, we're having a rough go of this game for sure.
You get the goods, I'll stand watch. You get the goods, I'll stand watch. You get the goods, I'll stand watch.
Yeah, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble.
I'll stand watch.
We had none of our early game curve, right? No Wild Spirits, no Psychic, no Gargants. Maybe we get into a crazy place where Collateral swings it though, right? In this one, maybe?
Someone's coming.
Hey, Intense Man.
Someone's coming.
Having everything at 3 health is interesting. But...
Here for a good
3.
time.
I'll take that. That actually gives me a legit bola. There's just nothing in this, isn't there? I don't even think I want to Undead. I think it's a bola kennels. Like, just... I don't think I even think I tempo the 4. It just doesn't feel worth it. If they were lower in health, maybe, but... This actually deals even more damage. Maybe I top deck Skeletal. Yeah, I need theft now. Now we need our heavy hitters for sure, for sure, for sure. Even skeleton would be really good because the resummon is very good. You ever just pass?
What must I do?
Like, I could play Shadow Word on Death is my thinking, but I think I don't. Very, very likely I can play it with a minion. Right, it's just Skeletal which doesn't let me, and if so I can just play Skeleton, take 6 and then resummon it and go Shadow on Death. With 4 AoE. Am I buffing it? No. Okay. Not really, unfortunately, Nolan. Are they not gonna kill off their Nomelia?
A thirst beyond death.
Will I just draft after? I'll take a look in a sec, yes.
Death will not be a mercy for you.
Try this. What's this? Death Knight Priest? With Svalna? No removal, no removal, no removal, no removal, no removal, no removal. GG. Perfectly filled then, right? I didn't even need it. Honestly, we kind of got close. We drew horrendously in that game, honestly. Hit essentially none of our good cards except maybe Partner. I don't think you could draw worse with this deck. Just missing early game Mind Eaters, Spirits, Psychic, Gargans early, right? Need to hit some better curve. I did have a little curve with the Tamer, but got objected. And I had nothing else. I think what hurt us most in that game was drawing badly in an 11-win match. I could still have ended it right. I was literally just one turn shy, I felt. Because the 8-mana 4/8 dragon next turn might have closed it out. Or even something like a top deck Collateral. Collateral is an amazing card, but it did nothing in this run. Literally. I didn't even... I saw it in the mulligan, but I don't think I saw it ever else. Basaleph did some really nice work though. Basaleph, this is a good meta for Basaleph, I think. Some really solid undeads in that are also really strong. Mind Eaters, the Spirits, the Scourge Tamer. Even something like the Exarch pulled its own way, I feel. I think that was the MVP sort of the deck, the Undead synergy. Let's take a look at the rewards. Cool one. Undead Priest Hunter. Basaleph comes back for ya. Basaleph comes back for ya. I don't really have Draw Knight, but I did have Conjured Arrow, right? And then I also had Double Mind Eater, Identity Theft, Psychic. These are pseudo Draw. And Skeletal Dragon, and Scourge Tamer, and Shimmerfly. They were more than enough. Just, like I said, you don't draw any of them, and you also don't draw your good cards, and then yeah, sure. The same thing, if you have 10 cards that draw and you don't draw any of them, then your deck doesn't have draw, right? Let's check out the rewards. That is a high roll gold, which is very, very nice. Hope you enjoyed that one. Basaleph is a little rarer one, so enjoy your Basalephness if you're watching this on YouTube. And support if you enjoy watching runs like this. Like, sub, watch some more. And hopefully, with this run out, hopefully we're almost at the next meta with a new expansion. I'm looking forward.